Works on the laptop upstairs, so I can only hope it's worked down here.
Cheers.
Oh, looking positive. And cheersies. All right. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas 2019.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, I remember when the world wasn't expected to see past 2000. It seems like so long ago.
I've got an ad right now.
So thank you for joining us this evening. I will try and keep the wiggling, jiggling camera to a minimum. As long as I don't touch the mouse, we're all good. It's a little wobbly up here, kind of sitting on top of the monitor, but that is what it is. So, yes, Merry Christmas. I certainly hope everybody gets the opportunity to chat with their loved ones today. I know we got a lot of family chats in over the last couple of days, and it's been fantastic. And talked with just about everybody, I think. Yeah. Well, she's our social media queen. I don't do the handheld thing, and so I don't have to worry about that.
Oh, it's still waiting for the kids to phone.
Yeah, but they checked in for you.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful. So
yeah, they're busy.
They are. Well, they grow up so fast. They've got lives of their own. We do have, yes, a teddy bear hostage that was left behind by Fuzzy when he moved out.
Thank you. I got these ones. They can match. Oh.
I normally tend to get things with more of a wide brim all the way around, a little stiffer. If it's a cute hat, it was definitely a Chox purchase. If it's a functional hat, I might have gotten that one. You never know. I'm all floppy-eared now. My hat's been drinking more than I had. There we go.
Yeah, well, I have to roll mine up because it's so big on my head.
There we go. Now, just
don't touch the antlers.
Balance. Feeling like a deer in the headlights, except the headlights are behind and above us. So I flopped them. Now I'm feeling like the dog. Fix your ear.
Oh, we got to babysit a dog today.
We did. It was a cute little puppy. I mean, he's like 6 years old. Hello, Babette.
I think she's older than 6.
Okay, 6 or older. She was a mature little puppy, but she totally reminded me of just a little golden retriever puppy. So I kept thinking of her as a puppy all day. But very strange to hear the clickety clack of paws in the house after almost a year since Laz hasn't been with us. So, and he wasn't moving around too much at the end of that anyway. Yeah. So. But it's nice, I think. Almost ready. Maybe after Fuzzy gets married. Charles, hey, buddy. Haven't seen you in a long time. A very Merry Christmas to you indeed. All right.
And Babs is here.
And Babs is here. Jackie and Just went. And Chox the Muse. I don't know who that is, but they got a ranch somehow. So I don't know. Probably some abuse of authority going on there.
Absolutely.
Somebody hacked my account to give that one a wrench.
I took it.
You took it. Actually, now that I'm down here, we'll wiggle the mouse a little bit here. And give Jackie a wrench. There you go. I should have done that a long time ago upstairs, but I don't trust the mouse on the laptop. It's very unreliable. It's wireless. It's, it's unreliable at best. Oops. Just shaved my head underneath this too, so it feels like it's sitting funny. I should have a button.
A bow.
A bow.
We'll put a bow on it.
Be cute. Be cute.
See,
I'm having a real struggle with these antlers. Yeah, I know, right? But then you look like you're out hiding, you know? So I will be honest. I cannot guarantee the quality of my language in the following live stream. I have been drinking for most of the day because even though it's a Wednesday, I didn't have to go into work today. So very excited. Howdy, Mark. Merry Christmas to you and everybody there. Nice to see you made it. Wow. So that's wonderful. It's so many fantastic names in the chat. A lot of people I don't get to see too much anymore, you know. Not doing anywhere near as much on the JT Bear channel as I used to.
Well, it's the middle of winter.
It's really hard to grow peppers in Manitoba in the winter. It is looking great. We've got ground cover about this thick. Yeah, we're growing those water resources for next year. Punky, welcome and Merry Christmas. Indeed, indeed.
Hello, everybody. Oh, wow.
A moment to have a drink for all of our friends that we rarely get to spend time with.
Yay.
After all, that is part of the fun of the holidays. And
cheers to you guys.
After all these years, it is kind of a community family situation we've got going on here. So
it is all these years.
Mm-hmm. It is after all these years. Summer of 2012, I started this junk.
I'm gonna fall out of my chair. I think putting my drink down over there.
Well, maybe you should find a safer place for your drink.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, maybe you can give it a go. You can give it a go.
So did everybody have a good day today?
Yes. How has everybody's day been?
Rum and eggnog. Nice.
Sipping along. Very nice. Very nice.
I had a bellyache from too much eggnog yesterday, but it was so worth it. It was so good.
My buddy from work came by and dropped us off some rum. Those amber rum with some sort of cherry essence in there. I don't know if like it's a cherry extract or if it's a mashed cherry or what, but I'll actually just go get a little glass of that. It's a beautiful color. Maybe not those ones though.
88 Keys. Hello.
Just trying to keep my 88.
Oh, you're in Cancun.
Oh, nice.
Welcome to Canada.
Somebody's got better weather than we do.
Hola. Oh, well, just think about how nice and warm and tropical it is there right now.
I think tropical every time I go outside.
Yeah, but even though we're in Manitoba, Canada, this is the mildest winter we've had since we moved here. Because right now it is only minus 13 degrees Celsius. Where regularly it'd be like minus 20, minus 30.
Yeah, minus 20, not including the wind chill.
So
well, I brought it in a clear glass so we could see the color better. Those other ones are green.
One.
I thought we could share.
Oh.
Technically, we're supposed to be sipping this, although we've been doing shots of it because he doesn't know me that well yet. But here is, look at the color on that. Hey, it's an amber rum, and there's definitely cherries in there, but I don't know if they like brewed it with the cherries in there or if they added the cherries to it.
Definitely not moonshine. No, no.
Oh no. I don't even think this sucker would light, let alone burn blue.
It's pretty.
It is. It's a little perfumey, but still very, very nice. I love the color though. That's what I'm going for with one of the next batches of mead, I think, because we've got this, and I was digging on this, but that's kind of a rosé versus a nice red, right?
Yeah, that's like a big cherry juice red.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we get a better harvest off those cherry trees this year.
Yep.
That is lovely. We're going to have to refill that a few more times.
And you can't taste the alcohol in it, but you can kind of feel it afterwards. So that's a really nice brew.
Yeah.
We did quite a bit of exchanging of home brew sort of this year with friends. It's been kind of interesting.
Well, friends and family. Fuzzy has taken a couple of bottles up now too to share with his fiance.
Yeah, somebody gave us from your work a really nice bottle of their homebrew white.
It was a white something. L sounded German. Unfortunately, I'd already had a couple of drinks by the time he arrived, so I don't remember. But it was absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Apparently, he does wine brewing kits, and they come with everything he needs, like the fruits, the flavorings, and just all that stuff. And he's looking at me as I'm going, well, I don't really do any of that for the mead. I get some water, I get some honey, I get some yeast, put it in one of those 5-gallon pails over there, and I just let her sit for a while. Everybody at work's looking at me like, that works.
Oh, yeah.
Works well, buddy. It works okay after a month, but after 4 or 5 months, it works great. Settles out so nice and smooth and clean. Do you have one of these, or what are you drinking over there?
I'm drinking cranberry raspberry juice.
Somebody got the wrong memo about what we're drinking this evening.
I had to get rid of my coffee. I'd had too much coffee today.
Right color, but wrong alcohol count. You're gonna have to remedy that situation, I think.
Oh, 64 degrees in Vienna.
Oh, nice.
Very good. I feel another
Very
sneeze
nice.
coming on.
Well, you should probably wander off with that then, because...
Oh, no, I'll just wait and make the faces.
It's not about the faces. It's like there are beverages, water to cover, there's mead to cover, there's a camera to cover.
85 in Cancun.
Oh. Did
Lovely.
we mention minus 13?
It's only minus 13.
85 in Cancun is like 13 degrees more than we keep the house. It's warmer where they are than in our house.
I know.
Oh, I went to the beach. That would be nice.
I know.
Never been to Cancun.
No.
Maybe someday. Once borders relax a little bit more and people, I don't know, get a little friendlier about people visiting up and down our
Mark,
rock.
thank you for the great advice.
Rum energy to that. Yeah, see, right? Well, we've got that cherry rum. We could put a splash of that in there.
I don't do vodka. Vodka
No,
is
that's
a
true
bad
story.
19th birthday.
My-
I'm very, very drunken 19th birthday.
She's my little whiskey bottle is what she is.
I'm a whiskey girl.
Or tequila.
Or, yeah.
Things you drink straight, basically.
Jaeger, gin, naturally.
Yeah, you've gotten me to enjoy a little bit of gin. I never really used to be big on that at all. But
You gotta have, it depends on what brand it is for the botanicals that they use because each one distinctly has a different taste.
yeah, but I've never really even tried it before.
Tequila. Yeah, we've got the Sauza tequila. It's way better than Cuervo.
Yeah, absolutely. And just for those who haven't found out about this yet, instead of the whole lemon or lime and salt thing, go with orange and cinnamon.
Orange and cinnamon.
Vastly superior. Just worth the try. If you've got some tequila, go get it. We'll wait for you.
Yeah.
Give it a try and share it with the chat because, yeah.
Yeah, just a slice of orange like you would with a lime.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of like putting salt on your hand, just sprinkle the cinnamon on top of the orange slice. And then when you do it, put the cinnamon part on your tongue. And it is the best flavor ever.
Not generally considering myself a huge fan of tequila, but that is one way that I will drink it every time it is offered. So just saying, for those who maybe...
an orange. Oh, no, you have to work in the morning.
I do have to work in the morning. It's a long day, but it's not an early day. So, yay-ish. Yeah. I still got to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning, but that's, that's not 6, right? Which means I'm not getting up at 4. I'm getting up at 5. So, yeah.
It was actually, there was a lady who is diabetic who told me about that because her husband also had a salt thing. His sodium count was too high. And they do that in their group. And I'm like, ooh.
Well, yeah.
Oranges with salt the other day. Ooh.
How was that?
That'd be good.
You think so?
I like
salty orange. I don't know if that would work for me, but everybody's different, right? That's the joy of 7 billion plus people on the planet. But we all different.
Yeah. Well, I wrecked the tequila. The plants worked hard to make it, so just let it be.
I'm not a drinker, but with the family. See, now the question is that a coping mechanism with the family or is that a socializing? Everybody else in the family drinks, so I'm going to have a few drinks versus my family doesn't get along on anything, so I'm going to have a few drinks.
Oh.
Yeah, my family get-togethers were always very interesting. We all knew we should never talk politics. Inevitably, someone brought it up. We all knew we should never talk religion. Inevitably, someone brought it up. It was amazing. There's all these boxes, not to tick. And before the end of the night, they're all good to go.
My favorite is the relative that gets too drunk and then it knows better than everybody else in the room.
Anti-know-it-all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's always an anti-know-it-all or an uncle fix-it-better.
Yeah.
Uncle who saves everything, the saving uncle.
Yeah.
The uncle who drank all your beer.
Yeah. The one that starts the argument and then walks away. Those ones are fun.
Came from out of town and forgot to get a hotel room. Yeah. Well, I just thought I'd stay here. Cemetery. Indeed. Nice to see you.
Oh, it's awesome hanging out with everyone.
88. I'm that uncle. Well, at least you know your role in the family, right? It's all good.
Yeah. Oh.
My plan is to be that granddad. Once they start popping out grandchildren, I'm just going to, come drink your beer and refuse to do your dishes and, turnabout is fair play. We got to give it back to the kids, right?
Yeah.
Then we'll take their kids on Boxing Day, sugar them up, send them home Boxing night.
Yeah.
Like Grandma and Grandpa used to do for you guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Oh, that's going to be exciting. Fuzzy's getting married in April, though. So I think he's going to be the first one of the boys to give us grandchildren.
Yes, I'm betting April plus 9 or 10.
May, June, July, August, September, October, November. We're going to have a New Year's baby or Christmas baby.
Christmas baby.
New Year's baby. Well, Christmas baby.
It depends how long they wait. If they wait till the wedding
20th?
hangover clears. Yes, we may have an announcement to make. You never know.
Yeah.
My family should not have drank or talked about anything always bad. See, some families are just
Yeah.
that way, you know.
Yeah. Hello,
Earfront,
Earfront.
welcome.
Welcome.
I have heard so much about you. Nice to see you here on the channel. Okay, that's a big comment though.
Making onion bread.
Oh, I'll have some.
Nice.
See,
Merry Christmas.
Indeed, a very Merry Christmas. The food. For all that the conversations were highly questionable at my family get-together, the food was amazing.
Your family's food is fantastic.
Auntie Marilyn would put on this spread that would put a farm grandmother to shame, and it would all take her days to make it. And she'd all be, oh, I just whipped this up, and oh, I just had some of this around. And you know, those people that pass it off like it's nothing, but you're sitting there going, the Swedish meatball is amazing. I know you spent hours just on the sauce.
Yeah, yeah. Meatball is like M&M meats out of the freezer. No, that was she cooked from scratch.
When dinner was at our house, that's how we got away with it. Yeah, definitely pre-made this, pre-made that, or fondues. My parents copped out with a lot of fondues when they were stuck doing the family get-togethers.
And it was such an 80s thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really hear a lot of people doing fondues anymore.
No. That's what we should do. We should do a YouTube fondue night. Everybody get your fondue stuff out. We'll throw out the cameras. What are you dipping? I got a chocolate fondue here with some strawberries.
We'll all drool over each other's food.
But only on our own keyboards. And that's what's important. Keep it safe, people. Only drool on your own keyboard.
Fuzzy is happy. He's doing good. It's the same lovely lady he's been with, what, a year and a half? 2?
They've been together for a while now.
Half now?
Did you see the family pepper tasting? Because that is the future Mrs. Fuzzy.
Yeah.
And she put us to shame.
Oh,
she took that pepper
girl
down
can
like
take
a
the hot
champ.
stuff like a champ.
I felt so second class.
You had McDonald's for Christmas.
Oh, dude. Did you lose a bet?
Lucky you.
I guess it's all perspective.
Takeout? Oh, man. Greasy takeout after drinks?
Well, after drinks, yeah. Like in 4 or 5 hours, I'm going to want McDonald's, but it's a 45-minute drive, and I already... It's best if I don't know where my keys are. Yeah.
Oh.
45-minute drive to McDonald's, 45-minute drive to Tim Hortons, an hour drive to Starbucks. We have saved a fortune since we have moved out here because I don't want to drive that far. I'll join a fondue live stream. There you go.
Rev uses a
StreamYards.com.
Yeah.
I need to check it out. I have been advised to check it out. I haven't put it on the laptop yet. I know my desktop cannot handle it. This is a 8-year-old computer, so I'm lucky that it does the tricks I expect it to do now.
A serious challenger for the roulette wheel of pain.
Oh. You have my attention.
Oh.
You have both of our attention quite clearly. We're leaning in, waiting for the comment buffer. That little roulette wheel is fun, though. And it's great when we get lots of peppers in there because then you really have no idea what you're going for. Oh, God. She's a serious challenger. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were like, I found a pepper. You need to go.
Yeah, you had me worried there. Yeah, she's down for the tasting. Yeah. No big deal.
I had no idea she was going to be that much of a contender. I could have been a contender. Oh. I got the hot peppers. And
Yeah. Oh, too funny.
I got a couple of people at work. I'm going to try and talk them into doing some guest appearances on pepper tasting videos. There's this one guy I work with. I don't know if y'all are Harry Potter fans or not, but I swear to God, he reminds me of Hagrid. It's just this big, bearded, lovable, friendly giant of a guy. It's either Hagrid or in the Muppets Christmas Carol, the Spirit of Christmas Present. Again, it's that same big, happy, friendly, huge beard that I aspire to, you know, but not while I'm working at the barn, right? But he works in dry stuff at the barn, so his beard is nowhere near as at risk as mine was. So the ponytail had to go too. I mean,
he cut it today.
All
by himself.
No, you came and did the back bit for me.
Yeah.
But
he also cuts my hair.
I do. I don't know why she makes me do that. That's so cruel. I only cut my hair because I have to. She makes me cut her hair because she wants it done. That's what makes it sick.
Like twice a year I make you cut my hair.
Yeah, I know, right? And then it's usually, Okay, so we missed that opportunity. How about next month then?
Yeah.
Takes a couple of months to get there. She tries to get me to do it like 12 times a year if you actually think about it, but I just put it off.
No, I don't bug you every month. It's like every other month, every fourth month.
See, she can learn. It's like, yeah. Look, you told me to do it 50 times. I don't need reminding, okay?
I cut my hair on the full moon, for anybody that's wondering. By the way, it's supposed to make it grow longer, and it really
seems
does.
to grow pretty healthy and long pretty quick when we cut it. So
It's decent.
taking
I
off
wouldn't
the
say
split
it's
ends.
like when we first moved out here, I chopped my hair right off, and then we've chopped it off a couple times since. Yeah.
I usually take off much more than an inch or so, though. I take off as little as possible when she makes me cut her hair, which is probably why she makes me cut her hair. It's like, other people will be looking at that going, yeah, up to the neck. And
No, I just like torturing him. I do it myself.
Family that burns together. Too right.
I do it myself, but I cut it uneven, and then I make him fix it.
Too right.
So, yeah.
It's like, will you be seen with me in public like this? Sure. Ponytail, right? I don't care. I'm like, you'll be seen with me in public at all. To me, that's still a miracle. So I'll take what I can get.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Hello, Ria.
Merry Christmas, Ria.
Christmas.
Welcome to the chat. It's so wonderful that we've had so many people that have had a moment to be able to stop by.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Christmas is always kind of hectic. It always feels like you got a million and one things to do, and
or obligations, or stress, or
yes, cemetery. Yes, I am. Not much left though, considering it started off in this, and I've got about 3 of these left. But we gave Fuzzy 2 full-size bottles to take up to he and Mrs. Fuzzy.
Yeah.
And I gave some alcohol to my manager at work. It's called job security, the Canadian way. And we got, he's the one who gave us that beautiful white wine, which I have got to get him to write down the name of, because I don't really like white wine, but I thoroughly enjoyed that bottle.
Was nice.
It didn't last long, which is further proof of how much we enjoyed it. But it was nice. It was smooth. It was gentle. I was a little worried for him drinking our mead after that, because he was like, oh, yeah, we're just going into town and the wife and I are going to have to try out your bottle in the hot tub. And I'm thinking to myself, well, mead gives a man a glow. Enjoy your hot tub, buddy. But it does. It's delightful, and I really enjoy it. Plus, I'm cheap. So is mead. So that works well. Well, homemade mead. Apparently, they sell this at the liquor store, and it's a little on the overpriced side, in my opinion. But I still haven't bought any to compare it. So, I mean, it might be significantly better than what I'm brewing at home.
Hey,
But somehow I doubt it.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Russ. Merry Christmas to you and the whole family down there. So that's what I'm talking about. It's so nice to see so many people that we don't get to talk to anymore, you know?
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
We've missed out on a lot of live streams because we have to be up stupid early in the morning for work.
Yep. That has changed my entire YouTube life.
Yeah.
Getting up stupid early. I used to be able to stay up till stupid early in the morning, which meant I got to enjoy all the Rev rolls and the occasional Charles roll, and, you know, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And staying in the chats and occasionally getting to join into the chats. But nowadays, when so many of the, I'm going to call them PLC Classic members, go live anymore, I'm already copping Z's. You know, I'm counting less than 8 till I got to be up and coffeeing up and on the highway and looking at 20 pigs. But that said, a hallway with 200 little pigs running down in the morning, and their ears are just flopping as they're running down the hallway, and they get so rambunctious. The ones at the back, it always reminds me of, I'm just going to assume everybody has seen it, Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee, that scene at the end of the movie where he's like walking across people in the subway station. We get piglets doing that to try and make it to the main hallway. It is absolutely adorable. I would get fired in a heartbeat if they, you know, if I took a video camera in there to share it, because they're all worried about, like, it's industrial farming, right? So obviously there are people that are offended by that on so many levels, and they should be. That's okay. But there's a lot of cute that goes on in there too that I want to share.
Yeah, our postmistress is lucky here. It all comes to a building. She has to sort it. But being in a rural area, she had it like right up to the ceiling with all her Amazon parcels. So you just imagine.
Yeah, Joan's been working, but you actually
Poor
have to do the
Yaya's gotta
door to
walk
door.
and do
Yeah,
it.
not a lot of roosters in those parcels for you. At least I hope. Not necessarily that season, but 2 UPS guys in a truck all month. Yeah.
Is that so they don't get jumped, or is that so that they can work?
A little from column A, a little from column B. I heard about an Amazon truck that got hijacked. Like, it's crazy what's going on out there. I mean, people are desperate, and that's never good.
Yeah. Oh man,
Which is why I have a garden channel.
My printer to me. Didn't even knock on the door. Just like put it on the patio. So I'm waiting like 2 days for this to come. So I see this thing come up, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I look out the door. It's sitting on the patio. Not even an attempted knock. So I go out there, and I'm like, "Thanks for knocking on the door and leaving it in the snow." So good on you, delivery people.
Yeah. Okay, but Purelator and UPS and these larger courier companies, okay, generally when they come into town, unless they know you personally, what they're gonna do 9 times out of 10 is they're gonna drop it off at the co-op.
True story.
And assume somebody at the co-op's gonna phone you because they must know you.
True story.
It's the co-op. Like, I think that is the most small town thing I have experienced about our small town life.
Your arrow garden. A
Yeah.
couple of lights.
That big Euro grower garden that those guys sent me.
The Euro grower. That's what I was talking about. Like the receptionist called. She's like, we have a big box in the office. I think it's for your husband. It says JT Bear on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, what's the PO box? Oh, 218. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's
us.
How big did you say this was? Probably 6 feet tall, she says. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? So on my break, I go over and check it out. And I go in, and it's like as tall as me. And yeah, okay. And then small townness of it is I'm laughing about it with the workers as I'm going back to work. And one of the guys in town's like, well, I'll give you a ride home. Just put it in my truck. I'm like, okay, thanks, Roscoe. But yeah, like they dropped off my laptop down at the co-op.
Oh yeah, your laptop.
And that was a signature required. I made sure that was signature required, right? What else have they dropped off down there? Oh, some tarot cards.
Yeah, that was probably the funniest thing they dropped off down there. Because, like, really?
Yeah.
You could have put that in the post office box.
They all have our address on it.
Yeah.
Like our physical address plus the.
And there's only 2 digits in our address, so it's not like you have to search through a lot of numbers to figure it out, right?
But yeah, that's how small town it is here.
Yeah.
So they've actually finally started putting a stop to it down there with me specifically because I'm like, they can drive the block and a half and bring it to my door.
Actually 3 whole blocks, but I mean, still somebody else's gas. 2 up, 1 up. We're literally, you drive down the street into our driveway.
Or if you just keep going around, you'll come right around to our house again.
That's true. Town is a giant lap. I think you worked it out when we first got here. You got to do like a lap of town to walk a mile.
On our side.
On our side,
because we're on the right side of the tracks.
We don't go on the other side.
The other side of the tracks is where other people live, not us. So
I can safely say this because I know they look down on us. There's more money than brains on the other side of the track. So we like the people over here because they're just more fun.
I like the people everywhere.
Yeah, I've been digging on the mutton chops here, Russ. Because working at the hog barn, the goat was getting full of what I was cleaning off, and no matter how much I scrubbed it and shampooed it, I was still smelling it. So I shaved off the mustache, and I just had the beard for a while, and I was still smelling it. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll move to fur more away from the nose, and so far I'm good to go. I'm not dealing with that same lingering issue. And while the piglets are cute, what they leave behind is not. And that's why I have a job.
Small towns are great though.
Big city, one knocks out 4 and just leaves it. Then you see all the theft of people's porches. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. You couldn't pay me to move back into a big city. Actually, you got to bribe me pretty hard to visit.
You go have a good Christmas with your folks.
Indeed. Nice to see you, Russ.
Great to see you.
Your front. I have a half of uninterrupted JT and shower time. Ooh, small towns are great.
Small towns are great. Yeah.
And yeah, small towns.
Your friends is in a small town here in Manitoba too. and he actually put up a Christmas parade of their town.
Oh,
You should go
nice.
and check it out. And
We'll throw up a link.
it's so cute. Yeah, I'll find it. It's so cute that they do it twice up and down Main Street. Here, I'll throw a link in.
Oh, you've got a half hour.
half
Right on,
hour.
right on. Did she tell you what they're putting in that building you were looking at? It's a
I did,
quilting
yeah.
shop.
Yeah.
I'm still really curious to see how well that does. And then the old auction mart that I was looking at, because I kind of wanted to throw in a whole hog kind of restaurant and enjoy the auction mart feel of it. But somebody bought that for equestrian stuff, like a horse studio thing.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting. There might be some life coming back to our little town, which would be nice. You know, we got like 20 houses for sale in this town.
Fairly cheap.
Fairly cheap. Yeah. We bought this one for less than a down payment on where we lived.
Yes, Jackie, I do that on my alt channel, I guess.
You do that on the Shar channel, right?
I do.
Tuesday and Thursday mornings. So tomorrow morning,
Live stream, I'll be live.
she'll be going live doing single card free readings.
Here, just let me share this and then I'll be right back.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Been doing that for a few months now, and it's really quite wonderful. I can't even count how many different tarot decks that she's got though, so that's a lot of fun too. Got to 61 today. Damn, that was warm for December. See, we were kind of talking about that, although we didn't get the 61 part of it here. We got minus 13, and we're thinking that's mighty warm for Christmas. Like, clearly the warmest Christmas we've had since we've been out here. And actually kind of almost on par with living in Penticton, which is the tip of the Northern California
desert. Yeah, but they're
desert.
getting all the snow right now.
They are getting all the snow right now. And they were like, make sure you dress warm when you move out to Manitoba. They'll be back in the first winter. And yeah, here we are.
What is that laugh?
That is my up yours. Those who don't believe that's my insert evil chuckle here laugh, I guess.
Oh, you're so cute.
Nightcrawlers are out now. Nightcrawlers are hibernating now. They are deep and staying there.
Okay.
We do have a pretty good worm population out here, though. So
our worms are fantastic.
They are. We got some big fat worms, but I still don't try fishing, even though we've got all these big beautiful worms, because I just drown worms when I go fishing.
Fish.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people who can get away with like catfish noodling or something. I stick my hand in the water and I'm gonna find Canada's only alligator. I'm gonna find a badger that was scuba diving. You know, that's the way my luck goes. I lose a lot of fishing lures, but you know, someday. But that's all outdoor channel stuff. People out here, here's a laugh. People out here still think they're going to get me ice fishing one day. This homie, this bear, does not walk on a frozen lake. I don't care how many of you are driving your big 4x4s across it. That's part of why I'm not going to walk on it. You fractured the ice now. All right, my home in Belmont. Okay. Much more affordable than any place in Winnipeg and much more friendly. Yeah, I bet on both counts. Like our neighbor actually just sold a place in Winnipeg, and they've moved up here.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of started the move up here, I guess, a couple of years ago now. Mm-hmm. They're just this lovely little young couple. They got 4 furry children, and
our neighbors are
people.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got really lucky there.
He actually drives trains.
Prairie gators are real trouble.
That's
the
one.
thing.
For anybody that knows that I do trains, my neighbor, I've kind of toned down a little bit because it got weird.
Howdy, Mid-Texas.
Because he's like, I saw him at the store and I'm like, I'm really sorry I'm not stalking you. And he's like, the funny thing is I'm in the last 3 of the 4 train videos that you recorded. I'm like, I swear I'm not stalking you, man. Like, I know your car's not home when you're working, but I swear I'm not stalking you. So yeah, that kind of weirded me out a little bit. And so I just try to do trains when his car's home.
Limited train time and big machines.
Oh, it's cool. And they're getting married on February 29th of next year.
Yep.
On the leap year.
Their thing was leap year, yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they'll have very random anniversaries like we do.
Yeah.
Our anniversary is October 32nd for anybody who wants to send us anniversary things. We like calendars with extra days.
It's ridiculous.
She found one, or somebody that she worked with found one where she used to work. It was 31st.
Cheap ass dollar store
of a 30-day month.
Yeah, 30 days half September. So September, we kind of October blended it. 31st because it doesn't really exist, and that's kind of like our anniversary date because it's a joke. We don't have an official.
It's like staying young by
We
pretending
do
you
have
don't
an
have
official date,
birthdays.
but we don't have an official date.
50. Ooh, nice.
And
Even that
so
would be so nice.
we picked up some calendars from the dollar store when I worked at the bakery at Safeway. And, you know, cheap ass dollar store calendars. It came out that one of the guys got in trouble for dating the fresh bread wrong. And he's like, look, the calendar says this many days. And he's pointing at the days on the calendar because we have to date it for like 4 days or whatever. And then everybody starts laughing and they're like, September doesn't have 31 days. So my best friend turns around. She's like, oh my God, Chox, you get an anniversary this year. And so it was the funniest thing ever. We laughed about it for the whole month. He had to go out and redo all the work that he did that day, like all of it. It had to be fixed. But we actually, because of a misprint in a calendar, were able to celebrate an anniversary that year. So we do, it's somewhere at the beginning of September. So it's just a standing joke. You're double fisting it and you didn't even bring me one. It's like he doesn't know me.
Oh, I know. I just like hearing you, right?
It was totally a made in China calendar. There was a couple of months that were wrong anyway. So it was really, really funny. They actually threw it away because they couldn't use it for work anymore. He's actually bringing me drinks. Aww. So yeah, what's everybody up to today?
Drinking, I hope.
We've been dog sitting and hanging out with the kids. Or no, that was on you all.
Yeah.
Waiting for the kids to call is what I'm doing. Everybody else has called today, though.
We were harassing innocent people in a video game for hours earlier today.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking we were playing with the kids.
They used to do that with us.
Right. We were playing.
My queen.
Oh, thank you. You brought me two even.
Well, I'm not sharing now. You got your own.
The point was that you had two and you didn't give me one. Cheers.
This is a lovely color, isn't it? I want to brew a mead that color. I really do.
Marvel
Marathon. Right on. I guarantee Fuzzy would wholeheartedly approve of that one. Well, we try.
Mostly Jackie, yeah. Yeah. There was that one day. That was not our anniversary, but that's okay.
That was more of an unbirthday issue.
A very merry unbirthday.
Very merry unbirthday. I have 364 of those, so that's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been talking about booting Blanco up again.
Although, what was the name? Because the name I came up with the other day was perfect.
I told you to write that shit down. Sorry.
Like Silly and Stupid with JT and Chox or something like that, or Inappropriate Behavior. It was something along those lines because that's kind of the only stuff we put there.
Yeah. Like those Blanco beauty tips. Oh, I'm so not the beauty guru.
I know. We got to get Fernando in there so he can like show her how to do some makeup, and we're just going to fluff this up a little bit, We wear the sequins. It's going to be beautiful.
Fernando is so much fun to play with.
Yeah, he was my stunt double in that lawn mowing video in the red sequin dress.
Onion bread sounds delicious.
Onion poppy seed bread. But no poppy seeds. I would send you some if I could. Deal is you got to send me some of the bread, though, right? That's how this works. We're all prairie drivers. That's one thing that has amazed me since we've been out here, too, is folks out here think nothing of a 3-hour drive into town. Not even bat an eye at it, I used 45 minutes to get across the city. Forget that. Oh, all right. Well, have a lovely evening there, Mr. Mark. And thank you so much for joining us. I don't know how I missed that comment, but yes. Eat, drink, be merry, have fun, play safe, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Deal. Oh, all right. Did I mention I've been drinking and I may not know what I said? Meet in the middle somewhere, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, I guess, is that east or west of Winnipeg, In the Peg, man.
Okay, we're here. It's like there.
Oh, east then.
Yeah.
Like Altoona area.
And lower.
Oh, wow. You ended up in a totally different area. But yeah, still going to be way friendlier than the Peg. Poor Rev. He looked a little worried in some of the places we were wandering around Winnipeg. Hey, welcome to Canada. Here's some sketchy neighborhoods. Let's go for a walk. All right.
Yeah, but in all fairness, those sketchy neighborhoods were pretty sketchy.
Yeah. And at the same time, in all fairness, like I give 0 blanks, right? I did security in Vancouver for 8 years. Talked bikers out of flags, kicked Marines out of the hotel.
I had a friend back here that gave me crap about where we went, and I'm like, you realize I'm from Vancouver. It's like Winnipeg, but it's over
the
there.
Peg's a cesspool. Try one on the coast.
It's good.
It's a port city.
I understand, big city.
You got to appreciate the love, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's all out of love that people have these concerns for us and these adventures. But so, yeah. At the same time, I think a lot of people really don't necessarily believe our pasts.
No.
Because it's just doesn't seem logical. You don't seem jaded enough to have done that. How could that be true? Well, trust me, I'm plenty jaded. I'm just hiding it really well. Did I mention I've been drinking?
Mature. How can you have kids that old?
Trust me, they're immature too. They helped. I was sane for a little while, and then I was a parent. God.
Yeah. Oh, your friend's from Vancouver too.
On the way to PA Sketch.
That's where his mom
Stress along the way. Vancouver person in the olden days. Woohoo! We're all Vancouver refugees out here. See, back in high school, my theory was, okay, as people flood into the port cities flood out to the kind of medium cities. The medium cities go, you people are crazy, and they move out to the small towns. The small towns repopulate the dying towns. And as I've gone on over the next 25, 30 some odd years since high school, we don't really need to discuss that number. But I've noticed that this actually seems to be true. And that said, the vast majority of our town is for sale. So if you want to come help sway the vote, I only got 160 votes for council last time. Apparently I need like 500 to 600. So we're going to need folks to move in that are like-minded. Peppers in every garden and 2 aquaponics in every garage, or whatever it takes. 2 sheep in every garage. That hat is a punishment. This hat was a loving gift from my adoring girlfriend.
I make him pay all the time.
Don't get me wrong. I'm cool with the hat. Flop goes the ear, but the hat's not cool with me. You know what I need to do? Is my too?
No.
If I had like another layer.
These hats are freaking huge. I rolled mine
really
up.
Look,
see, put your ear flaps up.
Put your ear flaps up. Put your ear.
I put mine up on the outside.
I'm doing it duck hat style. Just give a guy a second. Oh.
No, we both really like hats. And so, honestly,
I have a dresser full of hats in the drawers.
Yeah, so do I. Like Chox channel, you see all the hats. I love my toques. But these ones were on sale for $2.99 each.
Cannot pass.
So how can I not get us matching hats?
Well, it's adorable. So
we've got matching ones that say Canada on them.
Yeah, the Canada toques. We've got the bright yellow fluorescent safety baseball
Our
caps.
Safety gear.
Mm-hmm. As if I do anything safely, right? Yeah, that hat is the safest part of any adventure.
Yeah.
When I fall, you will find me. What else do we have for matching hats? That might actually be it.
I think we have more. I just don't
We
know.
have a lot of similar hats. Like I've got that felt fedora and you've got the felt bowler.
Right.
And a few different things like that.
Yeah.
She's got a garbage bag full of cowboy hats.
I worked at a country bar.
I'm a little jealous. I have my one super beat up straw hat.
They're not all good cowboy hats, though. I have one dress cowboy hat.
Well, it's not like mine's a dress hat.
My black cowboy hat is my dress cowboy hat. And everything else is a fashionable one.
My fedora is my substitute for a dress cowboy hat. But I do like that fedora. And you know what? I do look good in it when I'm fairly cleanly shaven. So I'd wear that type of hat year round. Others find it personal expression kind of on the not normal side. Well, here's the thing, Earfront. You've just recently moved into your community. You've got to be bold and establish yourself right away as left of center or right, whichever side works for you, but not normal. That way, anything that you do from then on, they'll go, oh, well, he was like that from the beginning. You know, in my case, they look at me like, that's just John. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't. He's probably going to go mow the lawn in a dress again. They're YouTubers. Just don't worry about it. But I think we've gotten away with a surprising amount of crap because of that.
I like your hats, Punky. You've got a good selection of hats.
Yeah, in particular,
Jackie makes them.
And
you give them to the homeless? That's awesome.
Jackie makes hats for the homeless?
Yes.
That is super cool.
That is very awesome. Wind Madness, hello. Welcome to the live stream.
Indeed, welcome to the party. Does this look at all familiar? Maybe just a little?
Yeah, but it's such
pretty
nice
sure mine
hat.
was in a video first. It is. So warm, you know, and this blocks the wind so well. And when I have a beard, it's great because the whole face is just like it does blend fabulously well. I love that hat. Oh, there's the other two guys looking for. I used to have a chair here. We moved it about a week or two ago. I discovered some 14 hats stacked up on the printer beside my desk that I just kind of hang it off the back, hang it on the side, hang it on the side. Your front's gonna get a hat. It's a great hat, right? And it's that classic Elmer Fudd sort of duck hunter hat. Mm-hmm. I've actually got a couple of different hats that qualify for that style. Mm-hmm. But the one I truly like the most is Truly Beat Beyond. Like the brim is like cracked in the middle and it's just warped and old, and I've
now he's got to get his hats. Hey, we're having a hat fashion show. Meanwhile, I've got a bear and a cape back there because I've decided to bring capes back. And then my friend's like, oh, I saw this really pretty Christmas tree skirt. You can throw it around and wear it. Oh, that one. I have one like that. And wear it like a cape. And I'm like, yeah, but does it have a hood? And she goes, no. So then I'm not wearing it like a cape.
Does he get much more Canadian than this?
I think the other one is more Canadian.
Oh, okay. Does this get more low budget Canadian than this?
It's an expensive hat.
Not really. This is one of the many, many, many hats that I think ultimately started its life at a surplus store. Okay, thinking of surplus stuff. Y'all know that black sweater that I wear all the time? We were laughing about it. We came to the realization that that sweater is about the same age as our oldest son.
Agripunk. Nice, Punky.
What do we got here? How's y'all Christmas going? Welcome, Wind Madness.
Mm-hmm. Wind Madness joined us just as you were walking away.
Oh, I missed that. Well, there you go.
I thought I hollered loud enough.
Well, you probably did, but I'm distracted in all things.
Hat.
An elf hat, nice.
And Punky.
I don't know if
Agripunk. That's awesome.
Agropunk?
Agripunk, yeah. Goth and farmer look.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, too funny. See, now he's off looking for a hat. Oh, that's a good one.
This is a great one. My mommy made me this one. You part of a Halloween party one year. We ended up like putting antennas through it. And
yeah, that was your alien hat.
It was my alien hat. But this thing, my mom, bless her soul, she always knits and crochets things like 50 times too big. She made me a blanket when I was a kid. That thing was a monster. I loved it. See, but is this more of an elf hat?
Kind of. It's like a jester hat, I guess.
I'm still looking for a jester hat. On that note, I'm still looking for a jester hat, you know, like with the 4 different points and the dingle balls everywhere and you're looking like a complete idiot. Oh, yeah, that's what I want because we have a ski hill and apparently its prices are not that far off of what I'm used to in BC. I'm sure its hills will be, but its prices are not that far off of what I'm used to. So I'm kind of really, really craving a ski trip. I got a plan.
Okay, that might fit you now.
That's my plan.
Your friend says this is a Canadian sun hat.
It actually does.
Like you have a tail.
I do have a tail. And horns, right? Right about now, that teacher from high school, I always knew. Tail, horns, red skin, says everything.
Ooh, Hunky's willing to host, trying to do the StreamYard.
Oh, nice. The multi-person live streams are fun up to a point. But I think once you get like 5 or 6 different people on the panel, it starts to get a little chaotic.
Yeah, a little
Um,
bit choppy that way.
they are fun.
They
Like
are.
a couple of those.
I miss our old school hangouts.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to use the expression PLC Classic members that used to show up for all of that stuff. That was an interesting group of people. I miss the group of people that G Plus put together in the name of Hot Peppers.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Kang put us all together, and we just hung out on G Plus, and everything was cool there. And then when G Plus shut down, and it went its 2 separate ways, it seems like the people themselves went like 5 separate ways, and now I see maybe 3 of them. But you know, I love you all if you're out there. Much love. But yeah, Punky, if you want to host something, we can definitely set that up. You and I have been chatting back and forth for ages, so I know you know how to get a hold of me. But that said, my bedtime is usually like 8:30 is pushing it for me. By 9, I'm pretty much toast. So,
unless there's one more episode to watch.
Unless there's one more episode to watch. There is that.
We did that the other night. We're like, okay, one more episode. We thought it was.
Yeah, I did a swift burst of mental math. I came to a number for sleep hours I liked. I watched one more episode. I set my alarm, and I'm like, crap, this is an hour less than I was expecting here.
The worst part is we left the series with one episode to go. Because we don't have TV or anything. Like, we use Prime Video.
Amazon Prime. There's some interesting stuff on Amazon Prime.
And so we've binged out on quite a few of their things that they're offering. Their original series and content is pretty decent. I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, we stayed up too late, and then there was just one episode left, and we could have gone to bed and had 2 episodes left to make it worth it. Nope.
And of course, I made that bad math decision on a night that was before an early day. That is, of course, a double day. So
yeah.
Not my best burst of mental arithmetic.
But you know what they say about going to bed early?
You get to be...
You miss all the live streams.
Oh, yeah. You miss all the live streams. You don't miss all of them, but miss most of them.
You know what they say about getting up stupid early? You miss the live streams too.
Yep.
Hot Ghost Peppers.
Way back in 17.
We've done a lot of hot pepper tasting. It's rather a cruel way of entertainment, but quite addicted to the endorphin rush of eating hot peppers and discovering the flavors. And yeah,
I just like to see if I can maintain any sense of composure through it. And I appreciate the fact that my regular viewers know it doesn't matter. It could go either way, but they love me all the same. He could be crying. He could be like,
cry a bit, you know.
Just a tip right there.
Yeah, that's my punchline.
Just a tip. Should get shirts or something. Hats. Hashtag just the tip, you know.
That's so bad.
I think my favorite hot pepper tasting type thing that we did was probably that hot sauce, the Alahini hot sauce, yeah.
Alahini hot sauce challenge.
That was in this glass.
It's because you're pretty
swirling around.
And actually, yeah, the PLC sent that up, Rev and
Dave. Dave S and WV.
Yeah.
There's somebody I missed.
But also too, with a lot of the people from there, I know that they've flourished into some really neat businesses. So they're really quite busy. Like Dave, for example, like he's very busy doing the sauces. Powders. He provides for restaurants. He's really built up his pepper business that way. So,
well, and he's busy with family, and he's busy with church, and he's busy with maintaining a regular job, like
and YouTubing.
Yeah, it's like
I
think a lot of people forget sometimes just how much time does actually get consumed by that.
Yeah,
which is the great thing about the live streams, though.
Pepper powders.
It's unedited, so
yeah. We just ran out of our 2016. What did we just run out of?
We finished off the 2015 that we brought with us out here.
That's right.
And that was a sad day.
It was a big jar.
It was.
That was the best flavor profile, though.
I really like the 2018 stuff that we've got.
I like the stuff that we did 17? With the tomato base in there, too.
Oh, yeah. That's good. But what's the year that we wrote all the sides, the labels on for Dash and Peppers? That's the
Mid Texas Gardener wants to know if you've tried a Carolina Reaper. Have we eaten one of those?
Not yet. I can't get the darn things to grow. I've made Reaper candies, so I've tried it that
I
way.
may not be able to hear you.
Sorry. I've made Reaper candies, so I've tried it that way. But I have yet to
Good
actually.
night, Merry Christmas, Punky.
Indeed, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Good night.
Fam Jam.
Much love to everybody. I have yet to actually
Thank you for
grow
coming.
a Reaper, so I haven't been able to taste one fresh. But JR sent me a bunch of chocolate Reaper seeds, and those and the Trinidad beans was his request. So those are going to be my first batch of seeds to go into the air garden. Hopefully, we'll have some chocolate Reapers. Won't be quite as hot as the reds, I'm sure, but they'll have that earthy sort of taste, so that'll be kind of interesting. I'm sure they're still going to burn my Bahuki, but it's all good. It's all good. Grew them too. Had a shit yield of peppers too this year. Nice, very nice.
Is it shit yield a good, like a shit ton, or just a bad yield?
Oh yeah. I suppose clarification, eh? Because I just assumed that meant like a shit ton, like a crap load. You know, like I got a boatload of peppers, eh? I'll spread the onions now. Listen from the kitchen. Turning up the volume.
Whoop, whoop.
Pump it up. Pump it up. That onion bread sounded pretty good. You're kind of making me hungry with that ear front.
We've
Bad
got
yield.
leftover
Oh,
turkey.
sorry to hear that. I really only had one variety of peppers
We're all
that
habaneros
yielded
this year.
well.
wasn't
Yeah.
it?
It was those lemon habaneros that got sent to me, and those
They did very well.
really, really well.
Yeah.
So, gonna be trying to grow some of those next year. Sorry.
You started
Oh.
making you hungry.
Don't be sorry. Just know that I'll eat well after the live stream. Rawr.
No need to be that sorry.
Yeah.
We've got leftover turkey and gravy that we're going to slop on some toast. So
Turkey for days, and failing that, there's burgers in the freezer, and failing that, there's crackers and a little bit of spin dip left in the fridge from last night.
yeah, it's just a snacker day.
We're semi-responsible drinkers. When we know we're going to be drinking heavily, we make sure there's a lot of easily prepared foods in the house.
Well, plus we did our big turkey on Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday.
Sunday.
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday, Sunday.
Did it on
Because I think I
Saturday.
baked it Saturday, but we got into the
Everything.
everything.
That was the
because
night
it
of
was
the white
Yule.
wine from Brian.
And so
So that
then
was done.
after all that cooking and homemade stuffing, we had a turkey sandwich and put the turkey in the freezer or out in the cold room.
Outdoor freezer, yeah, the walk-in mudroom.
And then we redid it the next day with turkey and gravy and stuffing and
And it's delicious.
yeah.
And we will be having some of that this evening with
Yeah.
turkey warmed up and some gravy. And
Oh yeah.
is
Slopped
there any
on some
stuffing
toast.
left, or maybe make some fresh stuffing? Or-
No, we've got a box.
There you go, box of stuffing and or some toast. It's a pretty easy win.
Comfort food.
Yeah. Which again takes us back to the best part of the holidays is probably the food.
Why is mine reading ahead of yours?
Yours is reading ahead of mine.
Yeah,
I
I'm getting
don't
the
know.
comments first on mine. There's like a 2-second lag delay.
Don't want to burn down the house trying to cook. That's exactly why we get the easily prepared foods and the leftovers and greasy things.
That doesn't help because we have a new oven and I've been burning everything with this new oven as I'm trying to get used to it.
Nothing has caught fire though. No one needs to be concerned. It's not like that.
True that. But adjusting going from a toaster oven to like a big oven again.
We cooked with that toaster oven for a decade.
10 years.
A full 10 years in a toaster oven. People look at us like, what do you mean? You should have seen the sales lady when we're trying to explain to her that, yeah, this is our first oven. We've been together for like 14 years and we've never had an oven.
Then I'm a cake
Excuse me?
decorator, right? Like
How does that work? Well,
very carefully.
there was this landlord and there was an inbuilt oven. And we gave her the whole story, and the poor lady was just in stitches by the time we left. But at least we know we
Kinda
improved her day.
Oh, we made her day. We were just talking about her today too.
I love trying to make people laugh or smile when we're out shopping.
I think that happens just as a byproduct.
Well, there is that too, but it
We're
helps that we like it.
ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah, the kids don't like to be seen with us in public, and it's not hard to understand why.
They don't mind being seen with us in public as long as they're not doing something important to them.
That's true. They don't like to be seen by their friends with us in public.
Or in the grocery store when they're doing their big grocery
We tried
shop.
to sell-
Oh no. Well,
Yeah,
so there's
that's
things
true.
though. There are things though. We have in our family weird things that we do. So if we get separated in a store or something, we have a specific whistle that we use.
Anybody who served in the Navy knows the whistle.
And it doesn't matter who else is around or where we are. If we need to find one another, we do our whistle. And that's all on our whistle. And he hears me like across the store. But the look on other people's faces when you hear somebody whistling, they're like, oh, that's rude.
That
and
person's rude. Then you whistle back.
They're like, what? And then we all meet up and we're ready to go.
It's like Marco Polo in the grocery store.
So yeah, Fuzzy's
works.
fiance had to deal with us that day. And then we were a bit ridiculous too when they were grocery shopping.
Actually, we were more than a bit ridiculous, but we were trying to be helpful. They were making some very bad financial decisions.
Choices.
And we raised him to shop more wisely than that.
So here we are giving the math lesson. Okay, you have 5 sausages in this package for $10. And this package of sausage for $10 has 20 in it. Which is the better deal? So yeah, excuse me, she had to deal with us that first big grocery shop.
For some reason she hasn't wanted us to take her grocery shopping again. It's only half the gas money when we take her.
But they're good shoppers. It's just that they're all out there being adulting and doing their thing, and we're acting like the teenage brats.
I'm not acting. I'm an experienced teenage brat. Years and years and years of experience. And I will be an experienced teenage brat until I officially shift into dirty old man in training. It's just the way it is.
I signed up for that. You've been that for a while.
Hey, what you got in that glass, little girl?
Pink juice.
Pink juice. It's just fruit juice. That's okay. Oh, lovely stuff. And I really thought I enjoyed the 1 month mead, but after it's had all this extra time to just sit, it's so nice, so smooth. Absolutely lovely. Lovely.
Uncle Eddie just texted.
Uncle Eddie. Uncle Eddie's a fascinating individual, works in water purification. So, of course, I was picking his brain for, wait for it, aquaponic information. He thought I was a fabulous chatty type person at the party where I actually met him. Meanwhile, I'm just going, I need this. I need to know about this. Does this work? Does this work?
Yeah, meanwhile, Auntie's like, don't let him start talking about water. He'll never stop. Don't let him, don't get him started. And I'm like, it's okay, Auntie. He's in good listening
He's in
ears.
good company.
And she looks at me, so I start explaining the aquaponic thing that we're doing. She's like, never mind. They're busy? Oh, good. Let's go have some wine.
Look, they're occupied.
So yeah, that's fun. It's always fun hanging out with them.
Hard though, because we moved halfway across the country from all of our family,
Yeah.
and they, this is the time of year when I get the most grief from my family members for not being there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they all knew I didn't want to be at family dinner anyway.
And we're
wanted
kind of
the
opposite
food.
too, though. Like even being out here, we don't put a lot of pressure on the kids to travel during winter. And I actually reiterated this with them this year. I'm like, I don't want you guys to feel that we don't want you here, but I want you here safe, and I want you here in the summertime where it's safe and you're not traveling through mountain passes and dealing with like whiteout conditions here, because it's usually pretty bad right about now.
Not this year, but usually.
And then because Fuzzy's getting married in April, there is no need for his brother to make extra trips.
No, to come out in December and then turn around and come out in April, that's a lot of money.
Time to slam. Oh, you're going to have to pee.
Oh, just don't do it through a straw, because that'll get you in trouble in certain circles, man.
Mm-hmm.
Need some of that mead for sure. Well, Jackie, I'm pretty sure I would get into a boatload of trouble trying to send it to you, but in my heart, I'm sending you a tap off the keg, It has been so much fun to share. Ingredients, did you say?
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like.
That's true. Mango.
My yeast came across the line, so it can go back across. Honey, anybody can get honey. I want to make sure you get real honey, not that questionable stuff.
Sugar watered.
Yeah. So if you know a beekeeper, that's the best way to go.
Cheers, cemetery.
Indeed, cheers. Honey, water, yeast.
Yeah,
Meat is
and
just
a big,
so easy.
one of those big water jugs.
She makes all these comments, but does she reach for my glass as she leaves? No. No.
I was doing that because I didn't want to knock it over. So
she left them in there empty.
I kept bumping it, so I wanted to move the glass.
She left them in there empty.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I have to deal with? I'll be back. Woman. Aw, you're so cute.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit involved in these glasses.
Which ones?
The two in my hand.
You don't have any in your hand. Now you have one. Now you have two.
I was
She's
trying
cute.
not to be a bad influence. He has to work in the morning. I don't have to work until the afternoon.
The trick with the cute ones is you often have to help them with math. So, all right.
Yep.
It's a bad math. And very lovely stuff.
Oh, that's alive after the mead.
It is, right? They actually combine really, really well. Which, again, has me thinking about, I really want to make a dark cherry mead. Like,
Yeah.
Do the initial brew for about a month, throw about a gallon of black cherries into that
This
Mr.
is what,
Beer.
our second or third mead that you've made?
I have to think now.
Do you need help with math?
No, I need help with remembering. All processor, no hard drive. I think this is actually the 5th batch of mead that I have made.
Oh, I may have missed a couple.
You may have. Because there was the exploding batch and there was the straight up test batch.
I think that was the same batch.
No, the straight up test batch was just the honey. That was the first one that was
Right.
downstairs. I didn't even melt the honey first.
Yeah.
That was
Then there
painful
was
and
the
slow.
bad coffee.
Yeah, see, that was the bad coffee. No, I guess maybe 4.
Okay.
It just
'Cause this
feels
is
like
number
5
2 on this,
because I
you
split this
re-added
batch
fruit.
into 2 different fruit types. Initially, it was some strawberry in this mead, and then we threw some of the freezer raspberries in.
Yeah. That was a really good way of doing it.
That was a really
Highly
good way.
recommend you try it if you're interested.
Mhm.
Like,
Bear in the Kitchen, if you want to check out. I think that the last video I posted on there was making this 5-gallon batch of mead. So from June 27th, according to the jug. But like I say, it's the most recent thing on the video, or the most recent thing on the channel. It's so easy, like very simple. A bear can do it. It's that simple.
yeah.
Makes me wonder what Pooh Bear was doing with all that honey in the closet. I would certainly explain the very friendly nature of everybody in the 100-acre wood.
Like Tigger was bouncing off the walls.
All that honey.
Eeyore is so depressed.
Eeyore is a sad drunk. You know, they should have
Yeah,
just stopped feeding him the meat, but no.
Yeah.
Cheers. Woohoo!
Woo.
Old school PLC rules. You hear cheers, you gotta drink. That's the way. Those are the rules.
Hello, Paula. Merry Christmas.
Paula, nice to see you. Merry Christmas indeed. This has been so much fun. So many people that we haven't gotten to talk to. So I've been doing all my live stuff on the farm channel because that's kind of where my research is. And the garden is under snow right now. So that kind of really limits my gardening opportunities. But
Now you got some good stuff going on in the Arrow Garden.
I do. Not too bad. And the aquaponics downstairs is doing all right. I still don't know why my sage is flowering down there. Somebody was commenting on that the other day. It's like, how do I get my sage to flower? And I'm like, I don't know. My sage is flowering. I don't know why.
Yeah, but our neighbors down the road there, they had this huge, like it must have been literally that round, boom, of a sage plant by the time it was done growing at the
was
base.
a monster. Yeah.
And then it was probably a good 2.5, 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
And then the flower stalks on it were like an additional foot above it with these big, huge purple flowers. Like absolutely fantastic sage. But I already hit them up for some poppies, so I didn't want to go traipsing through the garden for sage too.
We'll hit them up for sage next year.
Yeah, yeah.
Once they get to know us a little bit better.
Farm Channel Cemetery says.
Farm Channel. Oh my goodness. Did you not know? Yeah, there's the Bear Family Farms. I've been doing that for
Years.
Yeepers. Yeah, since we moved out here, although it was Clean Valley Farms way back when.
That's right.
But lately, I've been doing a lot of research on grazing and pasture land management and healthy soils and kind of just planetary rehabilitation at the same time, not making ranchers look like such a-holes in the eyes of the world because they're not exactly doing things in the most environmentally friendly way. So, but I've kind of come to a halt on that too for a couple of weeks because I've kind of realized a lot of people who already have farms don't want to be told what to do by some punk who's still trying to get one.
Yeah, and you're just trying to share the knowledge of research that you're
Yeah.
doing. Because
So-
starting from scratch versus starting from 3 generations or 2 generations or a generation ago is a whole different thing, especially when you're going into it fresh, new, clean slate, knowing nothing. So definitely an alternative way of farming is what we're looking at.
We don't have the oppression of grandpa did it this way, I did it this way, you are expected to do it this way, or
Kinda,
you will
yeah.
not be inheriting the property.
Paula's going to have lettuce in like a month.
What? Nice.
I
Lettuce
just
is a nice
regrow
quick
like
one.
romaine. That's all I do. And then leave it in the then I leave it in the window, take up all the sunshine. I'm like, oh, that looks ugly. Feed it to the chickens.
We have spoiled chickens. But even in the winter, they're very well fed. They get lots of mint. They've been eating up the corn
They get
stalks.
pancakes.
Okay, found the channel. Well, excellent. That'll be fun. I'll see you in the future chats. We're starting those up again next
The 8th. No.
sometime in January.
Yeah, the 8th
Not
is
the
next
1st.
Wednesday. It's the 8th.
Is it the 8th?
Everything starts back on the 8th.
She's right. She's always right.
I know I'm right. That's dance night.
The best
Of course
piece of
I'm right.
advice I have ever received on how to keep your marriage strong is sometimes remember these 2 simple words. Yes, dear.
And that's quoting my best friend's dad. But you know what? She didn't follow her dad's advice.
That marriage didn't last. We, on the other hand,
We followed his advice.
thank you, Butch. I listen.
Thanks, Bob.
Yes, Butch. Yes,
Yeah,
dear.
yeah. Mhm.
So tasty. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So yes. So we're over an hour into this though. And I imagine people are hanging out with their family, maybe avoiding the family a little bit. I'm in the bathroom for the last 20 minutes checking my phone.
JR 785015.
JR, nice. Merry Christmas. I was just chatting about those seeds you sent me earlier, actually. Somebody was asking if I had had the opportunity to try a Reaper seed or a Reaper pepper, and I'm like, no, but I got some chocolate Reaper seeds sent to me, so I'm hoping this is going to be the year. Yeah, I'm expecting pain, but I'm hopeful all the same.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right on. You're laughing. What do you got there?
I was laughing at you. My eyeballs at you.
Um,
I'm kind of laughing at that too. You're giving me 2 glasses of things to drink. I might be laughing at that too.
well, you need to finish up with at least a little one because I have too much of an opportunity to examine the nature of the glassware and not enough of an opportunity to empty it.
Mm.
So we were drinking that out of little miniature Coca-Cola glasses earlier, but the green in the glass kind of tints the color. So
Yeah, you can't see.
I
How
switched to
beautiful it
these
is.
because I want you to see, yes, how beautiful this stuff is. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. So yeah, I don't know where we.
My
I might.
eyes are bugging me.
I'm a
Yours
unicorn.
are so pathetic.
Even
Great. It just looked like I cuffed you up the back of the head, but I really didn't.
I don't stuff my antlers; they're natural. What? All right.
Your antlers are fake.
I'm one step away from grabbing this toque and some actual deer antlers that I've got in a drawer. Embrace the pagan. All right.
I don't think that's what reindeer antlers look like, but I'll give them a pass on this one.
Do you know that only girl reindeers have antlers? My friend told me this the other day.
Did you know that if Santa knows who's been naughty and nice, he knows Rudolph was being bullied?
Olive is out of the group.
All of the other reindeer.
She's gone.
Not a nice one.
But yeah, apparently it's only the girl reindeers that have antlers.
In the winter.
So it's all the girls pulling Santa's sleigh. And I'm like, well, what about Rudolph then? And she's like, Rudolph only has little baby antlers on him. And I'm like, I'm this many days old when I learned that.
And it's at moments like this that I like to remind everyone that Cornelius open carried his 45 through most of that Christmas episode. You got Cornelius? That's yeah. Big old pistol right on the side. Nobody complained. Just saying. And he used it responsibly.
But yeah, back to all the girls doing all the work.
I have no idea what you're talking about. The Easter Bunny is oppressed around the world, man. Another female thing. But hey, you know, because male rabbits lay eggs. Everybody knows this.
A bunch of pregnant reindeer pulling fat Santa around. Plus, we're better at directions.
I'm going to go gray area on that one. If you ever want a good laugh thinking about directions, check out that rural GPS that they've got online. That is hilarious.
Oh, it's a video.
It is a video.
And
it's a
it's
YouTube video.
so relatable. You move out to the country and literally going to somebody's farm is like, you got to go past that dead raccoon and then you take your first right.
You know where that dog was hit a couple of years ago? Turn right there.
Yeah.
I just moved here last week, man. I just wanted to come over, have a drink. I have to go.
Thanks for joining us, Paula.
Indeed, thank you very much for joining us. It's been wonderful to have so many people here, and it's just been a delightful Christmas. It has been a series of delightful Christmases with you, and it's been so much fun to share so many of them that we have with the YouTube family that we've put together here. And I really do think of so many of the individuals. I mean, look how many of these people are in blue, just for starters. Actually, I got to fix JR here, but. There we go. Now you have a wrench too. I really do think of so many of these YouTube people as is my extended family, right?
Family.
So I love you guys. We've had so many conversations over the years. It's fantastic.
Our internet fam jams.
Internet family.
Yep. Yeah, you guys are so important to us. Absolutely.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
On so many levels. That's why we're
Plus,
here.
it'd be kind of weird if we just started phoning everybody and being like, hey, I found your number. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all. On the upside, we do have unlimited long distance.
We have thought about Craig calling people because we do have unlimited on calling in North America, unlimited long distance in North America.
And we do have a few YouTubers' phone numbers.
And we're so willing to do
it.
Like a call you radio show even.
That could be kind of fun. It's the good old-fashioned talk show that reaches out to you instead of expecting you to reach out to them. But you've got to only do that with people that you already have the numbers for, because if you're asking people to put their numbers in the chat, that's so not internet safe, right? It's a tough one.
Yeah, as we all live on live stream, still trying to protect our privacy from Facebook that keeps snooping about it.
Right. But anybody who's ever checked out the JT Bear Facebook page knows I really don't spend a lot of time there. I'm easier to get a hold of on YouTube.
What I'm saying is just like between all the socials, we're so trackable.
Oh yeah, one could find us like in a heartbeat.
There's that weird guy behind me.
The teddy bear?
That's Fuzzy's bear.
We had him up on the inversion table a while ago, but apparently it was deemed somewhat racy because of the miniskirts.
I wasn't going to go live stream because the bear was hanging upside down, attached to our inversion table.
With a blindfold.
People wouldn't look at it like that. They wouldn't look at it like that at all.
They would look at it exactly how I intended it when I put it on the inversion table.
So after long debate,
on
Saturday, I put him in my cape. But he was inverted for like, see, look, even the inversion table isn't fixed yet from how we had it hanging, because that's the feet part and that's supposed to be down towards the floor. So yeah, my last reading, I had to move him to the side. So it didn't look like that big sort of suspicious bear torturing sort of thing. Plus it makes a good chair if you're sitting on the floor, so.
And what's cute is that our son is still innocent enough. His torture is the first thing he thought of when he saw the bear. So that's good.
That one is.
That one is, yeah. You know, siblings tend to be opposites. We'll just leave it at
that.
The
thing is huge.
It is actually a very sizable bear, yeah. I joked one year about cutting it open and using it as a costume, but it's not quite big enough for that. It's close. She could probably use it as a costume.
I've already worn stuffed animals as a costume.
Yeah, but they were dismembered and attached to a jumpsuit or something, if I recall.
So, yeah. It's a huge bear sitting there.
Little Red Riding Hood, Mr. Bear?
Being creepy.
Creeper bear sitting right there.
So there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. I'm still putting him back over there.
Well, there's that delay.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So
Nice.
messed up, strange little stuff. Strange stuff.
I'm gonna start cooking dinner soon.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Unfortunately, we do need to wrap this up.
It's 7:20 and I need to start cooking dinner.
It's leftovers. It won't take long to cook. It's not like we're starting a frozen bird at this point. So
He's staring you down. Look at that. See that? He's staring right at you. It's like you couldn't get you.
it's like that episode of Meet the Parents, the movie Meet the Parents.
Mm.
I won't say the sequel because I don't want to get in further trouble with future YouTubing.
Ha.
Well, not on this channel anyway. Because that's what Blonde goes for. The bad lines. Yeah, I'm going to stop right there because when I start making up lyrics, it goes way against YouTube regulations. But it's always fun. Oh, bless you. So cute. She does these little sneezes. I practically break the windows when I sneeze.
You know who has the cutest sneezes? Buzzy.
Yeah.
There's a big tall guy. He's like.
It's so hard not to laugh at him. You're trying to be sympathetic because it's your son and he's suffering, right? But yeah.
Especially in
manly
public.
Buff.
We're out public together and he sneezes like that. People look at me and I'm like,
I swear it was the big one. Yeah. So yeah, I think we are going to wrap it up and make some leftovers for dinner. But it has been so much fun.
See you in the morning.
The evening with you guys and gals and peoples. Yes.
And reindeers.
And reindeers. I'm a unicorn. I'm gonna have to go put on open season so I'm not the only unicorn in the room. Elliot! I called him Smelliot. Smelliot. But yeah. So much love, everybody. I hope you have gotten the opportunity to see your loved ones over the holidays, or that we have at least provided an amusing substitute. And if you are stuck seeing your loved ones over the holidays and hiding in the bathroom because they're family, well, I hope we've been a good break. You can breathe deep, go back and put up with their shit now. So you've got this under control. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and going into a fantastic New Year. That said, the 29th is a Sunday, so I'll be back looking at something somewhat garden related on Sunday. So
yeah,
all right.
We're probably going to crash somebody's live stream on New Year's Eve sometime.
Yes, assuming there is a traditional classic PLC New Year's Eve live stream. I intend to inject myself into chat until I get sent the invitation. And if it doesn't happen, I just don't know what to do with myself because it's our New Year's Eve plan for the last few years. So I'm hoping remembers to keep up those holiday traditions. Mr. Chox. Yeah.
Hashtag remind Rev.
Hashtag blame Rev Toast TV. That's right.
Aw, thank you, Jackie. Bright blessings to you all. It is absolutely fantastic to hang out with you guys. Like, seriously, it doesn't even matter where we are. Your channel, my channel, their channel.
It is.
Every channel. It's
all about the love.
It's amazing. This community is absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At this point, I would be lost without our YouTube family. So thank you all for being part of that YouTube family.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, I'm clicking it. I'm doing it.
Wow, Merry Christmas.
Much love, everybody. And yeah, take care of yourselves.